Welcome. Today, we've got a fantastic story for you called The Shopkeeper's Fortune. Now, it might seem like a simple tale on the surface, but trust me, hidden inside are some really powerful lessons about creativity, hard work, and what it truly means to be successful.
So let's just start with a big question. Can one single idea really, truly change a person's fortune? It might sound like something out of a fairy tale, but for one struggling shopkeeper, well, it was the only thing that could save him.
So, let's meet our main character, Ramesh. He's a shopkeeper, and all he really wants is to run a successful business. A simple dream, right? The only issue? He was facing a problem so big it threatened to wipe out everything he had ever worked for. Okay, so let's step inside Ramesh's shop. Picture this. At first glance, it looks well-stocked, totally full of umbrellas. But all those umbrellas on the shelves are hiding a really serious problem. His counter is always empty. This was the heart of his struggle.
Just how bad was it? Well, on a good day, Ramesh would sell exactly one umbrella. Just think about that for a second. One single sale. It was an impossible situation, a path that was leading straight to failure.
And you can just imagine the thought that was keeping him up at night. If this continues, how will I survive? It's that feeling of desperation, that moment you realize something has to give, or you're going to lose it all.
But sometimes in those darkest moments of desperation, that's when a little spark of an idea can show up. And for Ramesh, this was the spark of ingenuity that was about to change everything.
And what an idea it was. He called it the parasol plan. See, instead of just trying to sell more of the same old boring umbrellas, he decided to completely reimagine them. His plan was to use all this vibrant, colorful parasol cloth to turn each and every one into a unique work of art. So he had a clear game plan. First, he got his hands on all the new colorful materials. Then came the real hard work, redesigning every single umbrella in his shop. But that final step? That was maybe the hardest one of all. He had to be patient and just wait for the perfect moment.
And for an umbrella seller, what is the perfect moment? The rain, of course. And when it finally came, boy, it brought with it a flood of success he could have never, ever imagined.
So there he was, his shop completely transformed, just filled with these vibrant, artistic creations. He waited. And then it happened. The skies opened up and the rain just started to pour down. The result was absolutely staggering. Remember, he was selling just one umbrella a day. Suddenly, he was selling over 100. The transformation was immediate, and it was overwhelming. In his own words, everyone wanted one. People weren't just buying something to stay dry anymore. They were buying a piece of functional art. He sold out completely.
But here's the thing about success, right? It rarely goes unnoticed, and often it brings a whole new set of challenges. For Ramesh, that challenge was envy, and it came from a rival shopkeeper. So this other shopkeeper, Suresh, he saw the massive crowds at Ramesh's store, and while Ramesh was flying high, Suresh's own business was sinking fast, which made him feel desperate and pretty envious. And this is where we see two very different paths, two completely different mindsets emerge. You have Ramesh, whose success was built from the ground up on ingenuity and just plain hard work. And then you have Suresh, who was driven by envy and was just looking for an easy shortcut. So when Suresh finally went to him, full of jealousy, Ramesh could have easily hidden his secret. He could have protected his brilliant idea, but he didn't. He chose a different path altogether. He chose to share his wisdom. And that decision, right there, is what reveals the story's true reward. It wasn't just about the money he made. No, it was about something much, much deeper than that. This was the wisdom he shared with Suresh. He explained there was no magic secret. He said, "Success comes from your own intelligence and hard work. That is the real treasure." Ultimately, when you boil it all down, the shopkeeper's wisdom is all about earning your success. It's a fantastic reminder that true, lasting value doesn't come from just copying what someone else is doing. It comes from your own ingenuity and your own effort.
So that leaves us with one final question for you. We all have some kind of ordinary umbrella in our life, a project, an idea, a talent just sitting there. The real question is, what unique, creative spark will you use to open yours?